Hey, hello everyone, and welcome back to the Math Puzzle Crash Course. We've got a problem. I guess this problem has been viral. It's been all over the internet, and it causes a lot of discussion, a lot of debate. You have people who say the answer is 7. You've got another group that strongly believes the answer is 1. And we're going to go through this problem together and work it out and explain what the correct answer is and explain what's tripping up a lot of people that are getting the wrong answer. So, if you'd like to, you may already know the answer to this one, which is great. But if you'd like to, you can pause the video right here and we will come back and work it out together like we always do. All right, folks. So, the problem again is 6 minus 1 times 0 plus 2 divided by 2 equals what? All right. Well, first of all, you need to remember your order of operations. If you do remember your order of operations, you know that in within that order of operations, multiplication and division have equal precedence, and they're solved left to right. You may also have remembered an acronym like PEMDAS or BODMAS or so on. We don't have any parentheses or brackets. We don't have any exponents. We do have multiplication and division. So we go down the line within these steps and we run into our multiplication and division. Now, in this case, our multiplication is to the left of the division, so we would solve the multiplication first. Had the division been written first, we would do that first. So in this case, 1 times 0 is 0. 1 times 0 is 0, so we bring that down here. It becomes 6 minus 0 plus 2 divided by 2 equals what? All right, so next we have, what we do next? Next we move on to division. So we have 6 minus 0, and then this 2 divided by 2 is 1, so we bring it down here. Now this throws some people off as well. They'll get a wrong answer. It's 6 minus 0 plus 1. The correct answer is 7. Now, one of two things happens here. Some people will get an answer of 1, and I think what's happening is they're just eliminating everything before the multiplication and then just saying it's reduced to 2 divided by 2 and getting 1. I mean, other people are actually messing this part up and trying to say it's maybe only 5. I think that's kind of a lesser given answer, but some people actually try to subtract this 1. And what they don't realize is that you would actually have to have parentheses like this. You can't do that. You'd have to have parentheses around the 0 plus 1 in order for that to become an answer of 5. So that's not right at all. All right, so I don't know if I can delete that here, but anyhow, we'll move on. So I just mentioned order of operations. So what's that all about? Well, there are, within the order of operations, like I mentioned before, multiplication and division have equal precedence, and they're solved left to right in the order that you encounter them. And there are some acronyms. Now, these haven't been around forever. They've been around now for a lot of years, but a lot of older people may have learned the order of operations without knowing these. I know with PEMDAS, there's also a mnemonic that says, please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. It's one way of memorizing PEMDAS. Some people have heard of that, some people haven't. But it doesn't really affect the order of operations. BODMAS is more used in the UK. Still get the same answer. BEDMAS and BIDMAS. They're sometimes parentheses are referred to as brackets. Exponents might be referred to as orders or indices. Don't get confused by the fact there's an M before the D and the D before the M. Multiplication and division, again, have equal precedence and they're solved left to right. You get the same answer regardless of which acronym you use. The order of operations is the same. Now I will say this, be careful with calculators. A lot of people that keep arguing the answer is 1, they're entering them on an old calculator or a cheap calculator that just solves everything left to right. And a lot of these cheap calculators, they work in what's called immediate execution mode. They don't work in expression mode, so you can't really enter in multiple operations in those cheap calculators and expect to get the right answer. So what I'd like to do here is go back to looking at that here. Now, you can enter this into Google, for example. If you enter this into Google, 6 plus 1 times 0 plus 2 divided by 2, it gives you the correct answer of 7. That's expected. You've also got, Wolfram Alpha is a popular website for entering in expressions. Again, 6 minus 1 times 0 plus 2 divided by 2 gives you the answer of 7. So pretty simple. Now you've also on your computer you've got a built-in calculator. You can use a handheld calculator. It's no big deal, but be very careful of the standard mode versus scientific mode. The standard mode calculator in the Windows computer works in what's called immediate execution mode. So if I start to enter this in, 6 minus 1 times, look what it did already. I just hit the multiplication button and it's already telling me 5. What it did is it subtracted 6 minus 1. It's just solving left to right. In this mode, excuse me, in this mode, this calculator cannot solve the entire expression. It cannot handle mixed operations. So when I type in 0 and then I say plus 2 divided by 2 equals, it gives me an answer of 1. But look what I've got up here. The last thing that it knows about is the 2 divided by 2. And a lot of people, if they have like a little Dollar Tree calculator, their dollar store calculator, they went to Dollar General, bought a calculator for $2.39, that cheap calculator will often work in this same mode. This doesn't tell you the right answer. This is incorrect. If you were going to use this calculator, you would have to already understand the order of operations, and you would have to understand that 1 times 0 is 0, and of course you would add 6 to that. You could add 6, yeah, and that gives you 6. But you have to understand how to do the order of operations beforehand. Now, in other words, 1 times 0 again is 0. And then I could say add 2 divided by 2 equals 1. And now I could add my 6 and I get 7. But see what I had to do? I had to manually enter it according to the proper order, which again is multiplication and division left to right in this case. So you can still get the right answer, but you have to understand the order of operations using this type of a calculator. And unfortunately, a lot of people who do not understand the order of operations also do not understand how calculators work and the differences. If I switch this same calculator to scientific mode, I can say 6 minus 1 times 0. Now look already how it's keeping track of this. This is the big difference. This is the big difference. Now, did I already enter in the 0? I think I did. Times 0 plus 2 divided by 2 equals 7. And look at the big difference here. I don't have just 2 divided by 2 at the end. I have the entire expression. This is why in the scientific mode, it works in expression mode, which means that you can enter in a mixed operations problem or an expression that has multiple operations, mixing, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, so on, and you'll get the right answer. So yeah, don't be very careful when you're using a calculator that you understand how to use it. So, I hope the video's been helpful. If it has been, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting. All those things really help with the YouTube algorithm. Trying to get this channel grown. We're shooting, my conservative goal right now is to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're getting close, guys. We're already over 750. I think the last time I looked, it was at 755. It keeps inching up a little bit every week, which is great. All these things really help. with a channel, help me get the word out there, and just trying to help people solve some very simple math. And hope this video has been helpful to you. So if it has been, yeah, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Have a great day.